Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be doing a mukbang of chocolate chip levain cookies. So for more mukbang episodes like this, please subscribe to my channel and let's eat together. So for today, I actually ordered 2 boxes of different baked goods from Mr. Oppagkain, who is a good friend of mine. The first one is a box of UBE cheese pandesal. But guys, I've already done a mukbang of UBE cheese pandesal. 2 parts pa nga. So baka masuka na kayo if i-mukbang ko pa to. I'll show you later. The second box is, again, as mentioned, the chocolate chip levain cookies, which he brags that this is his hero product. So we're gonna judge it later. So for those who are not so familiar of levaincookies, it's actually a cookie that is very famous in New York. So it originated in NYC and they claim it to be the best cookie in the world. So Oppagkain has his own version of this chocolate chip levain cookies, and I'm really excited to do this mukbang because, as you know, I really like sweets, especially chocolate chip cookies. So we'll go. I have 4 pieces here, but this is it, guys. This is how it looks like. As you can see, it's very chunky compared to your usual chocolate chip cookie. This is my most favorite part. Let's break it into half. So you can see, I forgot to mention, I personally requested Oppagkain to use coconut sugar instead of regular white sugar for this cookie, just because I've been eating sweets for months already and I feel like I'm near to having diabetes if I continue doing so. But chocolate chip cookies are life. Thank you for accommodating my request to put coconut sugar for this one. So okay, it smells so good, plus it looks so good. It looks so gooey. This is the moment of truth. Let's have a bite. I think you can really see in my smile how happy I am. It's just so good. Friendship card aside, it's really good. I love chocolate chip cookies. I've already tasted lots of different chocolate chip cookies, but ibang flavor, but ibang brands from other bake shops as well. But this one is, if not the best, probably second or third best chocolate chip cookie I've ever tasted in my life. I hate to say this kasi lalaki yung ulo ng friend ko, but you really did a good job in pulling this off. Guys, I really recommend you to try this one. The chocolate chip levain cookies from Mr. Oppagkain. Just send him a DM in his Instagram account and he'll be happy to deliver it for you. By the way, his tagline is, what's his tagline? You crave it, I bake it. Sayang naman guys, diba, if hindi nyo rin makikita yung UBE cheese pandesal. Even though I've already done a mukbang of a different UBE cheese pandesal before, I would still want to show you this. Ta-da! My favorite part in doing a mukbang is really breaking the food into 2, just so we can see what's inside. So I'm gonna do it also in this pandesal. Wow! Oh! Look at that. Let's inspect. Wow, inspect. Let's dissect. The halaya is very good. Sarap. So while I'm eating, I also want to take this chance, guys, to talk about something, just because I feel like we're really in a trying time right now and it's just so easy to be eaten by negativities, and so I'd like to spread a little bit of positivity. And so let's discuss kindness, or how to be kind. I know it's such a random topic to discuss, but I feel like this should be discussed in times like this. If you were able to watch my mukbang about UBE cheese pandesal, I did a Q&A there, and then they asked me what is my motto in life. I answered, always choose kindness. When in doubt, just always choose to be kind. Because for me, you can go wrong with anything, but never with kindness. It is the most correct thing to do in the world. But I know that it's really a challenge to be kind. Like, I'm not preaching here. Of course, I'm not 100% kind person. It's really hard to be kind, and it's easy to just be mean to others and to do bad things in this world. But guys, for me, kindness is the most important thing in the world. At the end of the day, you will be judged not by your career status, your social status, what have you achieved in terms of your finances or work, but you will be judged based on how kind were you to others and to the world while you're still living. What positive impact were you able to leave? Sorry, it's a bit random, but here I'm gonna share 3 tips on how to be kind. These are the things that I'm trying to do every day. Maybe these things would work for you as well. First tip is actually to be nice to others. I know that the term nice is actually vague, like how can you say if you're actually being nice, but there are little deeds that you can do wherein if you do them, you're actually being nice to others. For example, just a simple smile to your co-worker or family member or to random person you see in the street, or give genuine compliments to people. Right now, deliveries are really a trend. So to your riders, maybe you can give them tip, or let's say even a bottled water, because the temperature is so hot right now, and maybe a bottled water can do something, can help them, you know, if they're thirsty. A little things like that, because just like what they say, you don't know what a person is going through. So if you can, just be nice to everyone. We all have our different stories. We are all going through something. Yep, let's be nice, guys, to one another. Hugs, hugs, hugs. My second tip is to make peace or promote peace in whatever way you can. Now, I know maybe a lot of people would argue with me on this one, but it's very common nowadays, especially that we have social media. It's so easy to voice out negative opinions, to bash people. And I want to make it clear that I'm not against that. I'm not against freedom of speech or freedom of expression, especially if you know that what you're fighting for is right and you feel the need to be heard, then by all means you have the freedom to do that. But sometimes we have to consider or think if we are already crossing the line, like if you are already hurting someone, or you're already someone who's spreading so much negativity just because you want to voice out your opinion, to the point that it's no longer doing a positive impact to anything or anyone. For me, that's the time when you have to rethink or reconsider what you're doing. Nowadays, it's just so easy to bash people. It's just so easy to argue with people wherever they are, because again, we have social media, we have online platforms. I'm seeing these platforms being used, unfortunately, for those kind of things. But again, I'm not against that, but it's just that for me, if you can just use it to spread peace, if you can just use it to spread positivity, maybe that would make our world a better place to live in. Third tip here, guys, which is a little bit serious, but for me, this is the most important. Live your life in accordance to God's will, or whatever you think is right. I mean, as adults, we already know what is right from wrong. Even though we have different religions, we know what is right from wrong. Simple tip for this one is, before you do something, ask yourself, is this something that God would be proud if He sees me doing it? Is it something that can hurt others? Am I stepping to anyone if I proceed to doing this? If the answer for those is God won't be proud, or yes, you will hurt someone, or yes, you will step into someone, then by all means don't do it. Again, for sure, you can argue with me on this one, and I'm totally fine with that. But for me, if it already comes to a point that you're already hurting someone, or you're already making a negative impact to the lives of others, that's already a different story. We all have different standards of what is right, what is wrong, and sometimes because of too much desire to fight for what we believe is right, we often forget that we are already stepping into other people, we are already hurting other people, and also maybe do a reflection once in a while of the things that you've done, even the smallest things, and then ask yourself, if today is my last day on earth, am I confident that I'm going to heaven? Sorry, that's the question that I'm always asking myself, just to rethink and reboot, because you know, sometimes so many negativities are coming also to me. I curse people, I curse life events. I tend to be so negative. I mean, as a human being, of course, it's just normal to feel angry at someone and then you curse them in your head. But I know that it's wrong. One thing, guys, if I may add, hatred is, I think it's the root of all evil in this world, not really money. Because hatred can really push a person to do something evil, something beyond his limits. If you feel that little anger or hatred in your heart, no matter what the reason is, do everything that you can to eliminate that from your system. It won't do anything good to you and to anyone. Always have a forgiving heart. I know it's easier said than done, of course. We have different situations. Guys, again, if you can, as long as you can, just be kind. Choose to forgive, choose to be positive, choose to be kind to others. That's, for me, the essence of this life that we have right now. Especially at this time that everything is falling apart. I don't know what's happening in the world, and it's so easy to lose hope. So let's not contribute to this devastating things that are already happening. The least thing that we can just do is to help one another by being kind to one another. Let's lift our morals up together, and let's continue to pray that everything is going to be fine. I know it will in time, but for the meantime, just choose kindness. Guys, thank you for being with me in this episode. Thank you for listening to my little TED Talk. I hope that somehow helps spread positivity. I'm really enjoying my cookies from Oppagkain. I swear, guys, no joke. And not because I'm his friend. It's really, really, really good. So I really suggest, guys, you try. Also, the ube cheese pandesal. I'm still eating it right now. It's really, really good. If you have comments, suggestions on what other products or food you'd like to be featured in the mukbang episodes that I do, just feel free to comment down below, send me a DM in my Instagram account, and see you in the next mukbang. Bye bye.